What's going on, everybody? This is the Father-Son Fantasy Football Podcast. Today's episode, we're going to be going through running backs, part 1. So we're going to do the top 15 that are getting drafted right now, and we're going to tell you where we have them ranked, and we're going to probably have some arguments. And today should be a good episode. Right, Dad?
That's right. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's enjoying our podcast. Hope you enjoyed the last one, the mock draft. There are a lot of disagreements there. I don't think there'll be many disagreements in today's episode, but in running back part 2, there's definitely some disagreements there, so you'll have to wait for that one.
Yes, definitely. That'll be coming out this Sunday.
This one, the top 10, top 15s is pretty obvious. I mean, they're not going to change.
We may have a few here and there.
Right, just by 1 or 2 spots, but they're right around the same spot.
Yeah. So, not much breaking news has happened. Wentz is supposed to be ready by week 1.
That's what they say. I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm still waiting for Luck to touch football.
Yep, I think we all are.
And Dalvin Cook's getting reps. Titans offensive coordinator said that both Henry and Lewis are going to be 1A, 1B.
I still think Henry's going to be the number 1 guy there.
And I think I'm going to use interchangeably. But we'll get into that probably next episode for part 2. And we are on YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play. iTunes, please subscribe. Write us a review. We'll shout you out. 5 stars.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe button's huge. Downloads on. And on YouTube, you can comment, leave a like, tell us what you want to see for some future episodes, any questions you guys have. We want to get interactive. And Twitter, @JustinFSFF and @FatherSonFF. Follow us there. Tweet at us any questions. We'd love to answer some in the beginning of the show. Maybe make a mailbag episode, something like that. And we are also still in a work in progress to get our intro song and stuff done. I'll get sent to me, and that should be out hopefully before July starts. And it is currently June 5th, Tuesday. In about 2 weeks, we're going to bump it up to 3 episodes a week until late July. And then we're going 4, and then almost into 5 into August when it really gets going. Really, really gets going.
Gonna get busy.
Gonna get busy soon. More news going to come out, more training camps, more information. So we're going to keep giving it to you guys. And yes, today's episode is going to be running backs part 1 through 15. We're going to have probably a few disagreements here.
Yeah, probably not too many, but...
So we're going to kick it off. Currently, the first running back drafted off the board in drafts is close between 2 of them. But the first one right now that Fantasy Football Calculator has for me is Todd Gurley. I have him as my number 3 running back in rankings.
Number 3, wow.
I have number 3. What do you have him as?
I have number 2.
Number 2. All right, so I'm going to have you go first. Tell me why you have him at number 2. What do you guys say about Todd Gurley?
Last year he was a workhorse. The year before he did nothing. This year...
Different coaches.
That's right. But last year he was a workhorse. And this year I think he's going to... He's still going to be a workhorse, but I don't think his numbers are going to be as good as he did last year.
Yeah, I mean...
Last year he had... 1,305 yards rushing. He had 13 touchdowns. He had 6 receiving touchdowns. 788 yards total there. So yards from scrimmage, he had over 2,093 yards. That's pretty good. That's really good.
He led all players in fantasy points per game last
year.
Yeah. He would have ranked 26th among wide receivers for receiving fantasy points.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a wide receiver 2 on your team and running back 1 on your team. And I think he's going to have you have a smaller sample of dominance compared to Le'Veon Bell. So, and I don't know, top 12 running backs on average, only 4.2 running backs stay in the top 12. So the bust percentage for these top 12 running backs getting drafted are pretty high. And it gets even worse in the top 3, where only 21% stay top 3 next year. So I think if any of these top 3 running backs are to bust, I think this year it's going to be Todd Gurley. Does that mean I'm shying away from him in drafts? No, not really. If he's there in the 3rd pick.
Well, absolutely.
He's still Todd Gurley, and they want to get him more involved in the passing game this year. But I believe that he would be the one to bust. That's my bold prediction. Out of any of like Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, Zeke.
He's still going to have a good year, but like I said, I don't think
he'll
have as good as last year. But
so that's Todd Gurley. Next up, getting drafted is Le'Veon Bell. This is my number 1. He's your number 1.
He's got to be everyone's number 1. I mean, a lot of teams use a committee backfield. He breaks the mold every year with large numbers every year. Last couple of years, he's averaged 19 carries a game, 6.3 targets per game. He missed one game last year is all he missed. And he had 1,291 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Wow.
And he's just Mr. Consistency. He's the workhorse of them all. That's why he's my number 1.
last year he accounted for 32.2% of Pittsburgh's offensive yards. That's crazy. He ran 33 routes per game. That's more than A.J. Green. That's more than Julio Jones. And that's more than Tyreek Hill. This is also his contract year. So I think this year it's possible that Pittsburgh could run him into the ground and then let him go with another team next year. Use him up while you can. Let him go. He does have injury concerns, though.
He does, but last year he only missed one game. And, I mean, he beats Gurley all the way around except for receiving touchdowns. The only thing Gurley
touchdowns are fluctuatable.
Well, Gurley, that's why Gurley had more fantasy points than any of them.
And since 2013, he's missed 18 regular season games. That's about 3.6 per year, so that's a little concerning. But then again, when he is healthy, he's the best player on your team.
Absolutely.
Lots of points.
And there's no one else in Pittsburgh competing for that job.
We love Le'Veon Bell. Love Le'Veon Bell. Now, getting drafted as the third running back is Ezekiel Elliot. I have Zeke at my number 4. I love Zeke. The offense needs him. He's just amazing. He gets all the volume, the team. He gets passing work. Dallas has no receiving corps. Their offense runs through him. What do you guys say about him?
I got him as my number 4 also.
Yeah.
I mean, last year he was suspended 6 games, right?
He was suspended 6 games last year.
But he was still dominant when active. His numbers did drop a bit from the year before, but he still averaged 24 carries a game, and he played a larger role as a receiver.
Do you want to make a wager right here? I'm going to say Ezekiel Elliott leads the NFL in carries this year. Or is that also a opinion you have with me? You share?
No, he's not going to lead the league.
You want to put a wager on that?
Yeah, we're gonna put a wager. We got to come up with a
We're going to put it on the table over here.
We're going to put it on the table right now.
So write that down. You have paper? Yeah, you do. You write it down. I'm saying Zeke leads the NFL in carries. You say he doesn't. It feels there for you. It feels not there for me.
All right, we're going to start this right now. Zeke leads the league
in carries. I say he leads the league in carries. I don't see how he doesn't. The offense needs to get the ball. He also leads the NFL in rushing yards per game. And if you extrapolate last season's games over the 6 he missed, he would have been a running back 2 behind Todd Gurley with 18.9 points per game. He's crazy. He's really good. I would not have a problem having him on my team, regardless of me being a Giants fan. Ezekiel Elliott gets the volume, and he's talented. He's great.
All right, we're putting it on the table. You say Zeke leads the league in carries. I say he doesn't.
You're going to get that wrong.
No, I'm not. If I was to pick a guy, I'm going to say, I don't know, Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, no. All right. Getting drafted.
There's our first one. Putting it on the table. Number 1.
We're going to keep going. We have to make this like a dry erase board or something soon.
Oh, we're going to keep track, too.
There's going to be lots of them.
We're going to keep track.
You guys got to send us suggestions on Twitter, YouTube comments, what you guys want us to do, what the loser has to do. You can throw some water on them. You can do some like push-ups, something like that. Do something like that. Embarrassments. I don't know. We have to think something.
All right.
So let us know what you guys think that we should do at Twitter, at JustinFSFF, and then at FatherSonFF, and also in the comments below on YouTube. And next up, after Zeke, the 4th running back off the board is David Johnson. He is my number 2. I moved him up. I usually had Zeke at my number 2. I moved Zeke back to 4, put Gurley at 3. And I have David Johnson as my number 2 running back. I'm going to have you go first.
I got him in number 3. I mean, he obviously he was hurt last year. What a disappointment. Just 2 seasons ago,
You sound very emphatic about that.
Well, I mean, when you get hurt, you get hurt. Just 2 seasons ago, he was the number 1 running back in fantasy. When he was healthy, he finished 3rd in carries and 1st in targets with receptions. He gets so much work out of the backfield, it's not even funny. I mean, he's gonna have a great year. I look for him to have a great, fantastic
His goal is
year.
1,000 again. I think this year he gets it. The QB situation does scare me. It's a different offense than it was 2 years ago. A lot of veteran players now. However,
it's David Johnson.
Fresh legs.
Yep.
Contract year.
Yep.
He's a great pass catcher.
Yep.
2016, David Johnson would have outproduced 2017 Todd Gurley.
I believe
That's
so.
crazy.
I believe so. I mean, he's a phenomenal player.
Last year's Todd Gurley was insane, but 2016, when David Johnson was healthy, outproduced last year's Todd Gurley, which makes him, last year, if he kept that up, he would have been the number 1 running back last year.
He's got no competition there either.
He's great. Nothing doubt. I love David Johnson this year.
Yep.
He's my number 2. He's going as the 4th. Next up, going in ADP, 5th, Alvin Kamara. I have him not 5th. I have him down at 7.
Wow.
Yeah, I have him behind 2 other guys we're going to talk about soon. Where do you have Kamara ranked?
I have him in 5th.
So you have him right after. So that leads me to a question. Why did you draft Saquon Barkley the other day in the mock draft if you have Kamara higher than Barkley? Your rankings got to reflect that.
I understand, but I take a chance on the rookie right there.
But
just because I have him higher ranked doesn't mean I'm going to pick him higher.
That's what you should do. That's where you're going to rank these guys. Your rankings. All right, why do you have him at 5? Let's hear it.
His playmaking ability.
What's about?
I mean, he's at 728 yards on 120 carries, a league high 826 yards on 81 receptions. I believe he will see a boost in volume this year, especially the first 4 weeks with Ingram out.
We're going to talk about that. Ingram is getting so low in draft stock right now. I love it. So he's missing 4 games. But Kamara is due for some regression. His numbers last year are very unsustainable. Last year, he did lead the running backs in receiving yards, but his touchdown rates, again, very unsustainable. He got every 15 rushing attempts he scored. The NFL 5-year average is 36 attempts. That's crazy. He's 21 attempts better. And then for receiving, every 16 receptions he scored, the 5-year average is every 26 receptions. That's crazy. He is the second-year player. It's hard to see him. What are you going to regress to? He's also 1 year of data underneath him, so you're not really sure.
Right. Correct.
Ingram's 4-year ban does help his volume probably the first couple games, but John Payton loves to use those 2 running backs all the time. He is my first-round bust candidate this year.
Okay.
I would not take him in the first round. No running back has had multiple NFL seasons with 100 or more carries and a yards per carry rate above 6. Only 5 running backs have been able to sustain 6 yards per carry and 10 yards per reception while running the ball at least 100 times. Kamara is one of them, and it's crazy. It's hard to keep that up. He's unsustainable. I think he's going to be good still. I'm not taking him in the first round. I'd rather have Barkley and another guy we're going to talk later over. But the next guy we're going to talk about is Saquon Barkley, the heart of the Giants. You go first. You love Saquon. You took him over Kamara. You have him ranked below him. I don't understand you. I don't get it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You're going to go ahead. Just talk about Saquon Barkley. I can't.
He's a big guy. He has speed, and he's a good receiver out of the backfield. I compare him to Le'Veon Bell. I mean, we're going to see what he does with the Giants. I think he's going to make that whole Giant team better. He's going to make Eli better. He's going to make Beckham better.
He's going to make fantasy owners better.
Oh, yeah. he's an every down back. He has elite upside. I love Saquon Barkley.
I can see 270-plus carries, 50-plus catches.
You see his thighs? You see how big his thighs are? He's going to run all over that field.
Odell Beckham nicknamed him Saquads Barkley.
Oh, my goodness.
Pat Schumer's running backs. Again, Pat Schumer's the head coach of the Giants now. His running backs that he's been an offensive coordinator for or head coach for, Steven Jackson, Trent Richardson, and LeSean McCoy. Their average was 309.4 carries, 62.8 targets. That's crazy. The volume overweighs the O-line concerns. If you get volume, you have more opportunity to create points. The O-line's there. It doesn't really matter. That's why we like Rashard Penny this year.
Yeah, I mean,
volume is there.
These guys are rookies, so they have no NFL experience. NFL game's a lot different than the college game. But you look at what Zeke did out of college going to the NFL. Barkley's going to be, he's going to be a workhorse. He's going to be a beast. His upside is elite.
Earlier today, 2 guys in our home league made a bet about Saquon Barkley. It was between Bobby and Waleed. Bobby said that Saquon was going to be better than Joe Mixon. Waleed thinks Joe Mixon's going to be better than Saquon Barkley this year.
Joe Mixon?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't get it. We're not going to complain about that. Joe Mixon could have a better year this year, but better than Saquon Barkley.
Joe Mixon?
I think Waleed's going to lose that money there. I'm not making no bet like that.
I think you got your friends are doing a little something there. I don't know what, but come on, Joe Mixon? Really?
All right.
Nah. Wait till I see him. Wait.
What's going to happen?
I don't know. It ain't going to be good for them.
All right. Before we get into the next running back, once again, iTunes and Google Play. We're stressing those 2. We're soon to be on Spotify. It's under review right now. Subscribe to us. Turn downloads on. Yep. Rate us on iTunes. Write us a review. We will shout you out. Read the review out. We love reading reviews. It helps us out. Criticism is always helpful. Comment down in the YouTube. Just type in Father Son Fantasy Football. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we will have their own URL. It's easier to type in. And then once we get to 250 subscribers, we may do a couple of face cam episodes. That way you guys can see us.
Yep.
That's some,
That's a goal of ours.
It's a goal. 250 subscribers. We'll start doing those. That way you guys it gets more views. And
hit that subscribe button, guys.
Subscribe and like all the videos. All right. So after Saquon Barkley, you already have Gurley going, Bell going, Elliott, Johnson, Kamara, Saquon. After this is Kareem Hunt. This is my number 5 running back this year. I love Kareem Hunt this year. He led the NFL in rushing yards as a rookie. His passing game usage is expected to grow. People are worried about Ware coming back and it being a running back by committee, but history shows that Andy Reid does not use a committee back. He likes to use one running back only, and right now his ADP is low enough where he's going at the 110 to possibly be a late league winner. You can get him in a nice wide receiver next round. It's great. Another thing.
I had him last year. I loved him. I loved him last year.
In the home draft here, I love Spencer Ware because of the Kansas City's offense. And then a week later, he got injured, and the guys who got Kareem Hunt in the 6th round made out. If that were to flip the case again, I would have took Kareem Hunt where I took Ware, and I would have been very happy. But unfortunately, that's the problem with doing drafts early.
Right.
Injuries happen.
You can't help that.
No. I have one more thing to say, too, but you can go first.
Ahead.
You want me to go first? This year also, the running back coach of the Kansas City Chiefs got promoted to offensive coordinator. There's a QB change. And in his midseason slump last year, we didn't do that well. It was because they didn't give him the ball enough in those games. So this year, it's looking better for him. New QB, running back coach promoted to offensive coordinator, and then this year they're going to give him the ball. I love Kareem Hunt. Top 5. He could possibly break into the top 3 this year.
I like Kareem Hunt. Like I said, I had him last year. Being a fantasy owner of him, the first few weeks, he had great games from a fantasy standpoint. Then toward the middle of the season, they stopped using him.
They didn't give him the ball.
And it hurt his volume.
Yeah, that's volume. That's why volume's big. That's why Saquon Barkley we like a lot because of the volume.
Right. Then, as a fantasy owner, you're like, well, come on, where's all the points you had at the beginning of the year? The middle of the year was nothing. Then he started getting the ball again and started turning around at the end of the season.
So where do you have him ranked?
I have him ranked 6th.
I have him 5th. I think
Spencer Ware's back this year, too, but I don't think that's going to hurt.
Andy Reid.
Hunt's still the number 1 guy.
Yeah, Andy Reid does not like to use committee backs.
But
top 5 this year, he's going to break top 3 is my bold prediction. I can see him in top 3 this year. You want to place a bet on that?
If I end up getting him in the team, no, I'm not betting on it. If I end up getting him on my team this year, I hope they don't use him like they did last year. Use the guy. He's a workhorse.
You mean midseason, yeah.
Right, the midseason was frustrating.
After Kareem Hunt, the 8th running back off the board, Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette I have a little bit lower than what the ADP is. He's going as the 8th. I have him as number 11. I'm lower than him than you are, probably.
I got him as 9th.
You have him as 9. I have him as 11, 12. Well, I actually have him at 12. No, 11. Sorry, Excel sheet went up one. It's 11. The reason why I have him at 11 is he's got an upgraded O-line. His volume's there. His 3.88 yards per carry. He can do that again. I think it's similar to last year. The Jags' D is really good, so the game script's usually positive for him. I have nothing wrong with Leonard Fournette. I just like other guys a little bit more because they're more upside. But we know who Leonard Fournette is. He had a couple of those long runs last year, like 80-yard touchdowns that, again, they boost his fantasy value. And I don't know if those are repeatable, but he still has a great chance to do those touchdowns, those long touchdowns, to get you those points. But this year, I have him going a little worse than last year. But I don't know. He's due for some regression. But I think he's still going to be a great running back on your team. You're not going to have any problems with Leonard Fournette.
No, he missed 3 games last year, but he still carried the ball 267 times.
Yeah, his volume's there.
7th most. The only way he finished 7th in fantasy points. He's not quite involved like some other backs as a receiver, but he's another guy who could lead the league in carries next year. He's got awesome talent.
He has an upgraded O-line and a good defense. Another thing we're also going to say before we get into all these projections and thoughts we have on these guys are for redraft purposes, 2018.
Correct.
Half PPR. We're not looking at standard. Some guys will point out maybe they're better in standard leagues, but the new wave for fantasy football is half PPR and full PPR leagues.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about. So that's what we think about Leonard Fournette. He's going to be great always. Next up, the 9th running back off the board is Melvin Gordon. I have him as my number 8 running back.
Wow, we have him as the same.
We have him at the same. It's a breakthrough. What do you got to say about Melvin Gordon, Dad?
Last season, he had a career best in carries, rushing yards, targets, receiving yards, and fantasy points. The only concern with him is he's averaged 3.9 yards per carry, but is offset by the 3rd most touches at the position. Yeah. He did finish 3rd, I think, last year with 1,105 yards. 8 touchdowns he had.
That's crazy.
Receiving, he had 4 touchdowns. He's used. He's another good workhorse.
He averaged 22 touches per game in his first 2 seasons.
Yep.
Him and Keenan Allen are the primary red zone targets. So
he had all career highs last year. All career highs.
Yeah. Hunter Henry getting injured helps him out in red zone probably.
Yes. Yep.
That's what I think. So. The volume is there. Austin Eckler is a great late round running back option. He's going to get some passing work probably. I really like Melvin Gordon, though. He's consistent. He's got his touchdowns, and the offense looks better this year than it did last year.
He also only fumbled the ball once last year.
That's big.
That is big.
Also,
you don't turn the ball over. One fumble. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Next up, Dalvin Cook going as 10th running back off the board.
Another guy I love.
I have him at number 9.
I love that. I got him at 10. I had him last year, and he got hurt on me. He was having such a good year. He looked great last year in his first 4 games. Then he tore his ACL. What another. If you had him last year, you were frustrated there.
You had him and Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I know I did.
Your team was nice.
My team was stacked good, but you can't help injuries. Injuries happen. I mean, I think he's got a lead upside. Another guy who's got a lead upside this year.
Today, he was spotted doing some reps and team drills,
which is
always
good.
Positive.
Yep.
Last season, if he was healthy, he was on pace for 340 touches.
Not only that,
340 touches.
He got the ball thrown to him 15 times. He caught 11 passes for 90 yards. I mean, just in 4 games alone.
He should have the same workload. He was a running back 1 in 2 out of 4 of those games, which is top 12. Running back 1's top 12. We say running back 1, it means top 12. He's expected to be in OTAs, which he is right now. He will deliver you first round value.
Absolutely.
He's a league winner right now.
Absolutely.
He's a league winner.
He's going to have a lead upside. Another
You could
guy.
possibly, once again, have the same guys you had in the league last year where you had Kareem Hunt and Dalvin Cook. You can have a late first-round pick, get Kareem Hunt in the first, and then get Dalvin Cook in the second, and that gives you 2 great running backs with high upside. And they should be healthy. We're thinking about they're going to be healthy this year. You'll be set for running back. You can load up a wide receiver in the middle of the draft.
You can say set. I thought I was set last year until one of them got hurt.
And you also had injuries, Odell Beckham.
I know.
Injuries happen.
Carson Wentz, what a team I had with the injuries.
Okay. It's part of the game. Sucks, but it happens.
Yep.
Currently going as the 11th running back off the board is Christian McCaffrey. I like Christian McCaffrey. However, I have him as my number 15 running back this year.
I got him at 14, so we're both
14.
very low on him.
Yeah, I was a little higher, but today I moved some stuff around. We'll get into that later, but...
You didn't look at my sheets, did you?
I did not look at your sheets.
Did you take my sheets and steal my information?
Why would I want to steal information that's going to be wrong?
Yeah, it ain't going to be wrong. I have a set.
Honestly, what?
I finished higher than you last year.
In 1 league.
Okay, we were in 2, so there we go, 1 and 1.
I had a very bad draft last year.
All right,
Andrew Luck.
on to McCaffrey.
Okay, McCaffrey. He is the discount version of Alvin Kamara. So if you were to say you like Kamara, you can get someone else in the first round, like Kareem Hunt, like Melvin Gordon, and then second round, take McCaffrey. I don't have a problem taking McCaffrey. I just have other guys I like more than him. He would be higher if there was no C.J. Anderson. Like this year, I love him as top 10 without C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson, it hurts his value a lot, I think.
That's why I like C.J. Anderson. He's a discount.
Yes.
He's a high floor for PBR, though, and more volume all around will happen this year. But I am probably not going to be taking him that much in this draft unless he falls to me late second.
I mean, he's still going to have extreme value in PPR leagues because of his
high floor
damage out of the backfield as a receiver. He was first in targets with 110 last year, third in receptions with 80.
Do you think he stays first in targets for the team this year, too?
No.
Who do you think takes it over?
Oh, and on that team, I think he's going to be number 1.
I agree with
yes,
that,
yes. C.J. Anderson is going to be your runner. McCaffrey's going to do his damage out of the backfield as a receiver. I mean, there's no question about
That's
it.
just who they are.
He's good in that position. He's going to have good value in PPR. I think I'm staying away from him, but...
If he falls, you may like it.
It all depends who's there.
Ron Rivera came out today and said McCaffrey's able to handle a big workload.
Yes,
I think that's just him talking about.
I disagree with C.J. Anderson there. I disagree.
I think the reporters and stuff, they just had to talk everyone up.
That's okay.
So it happens. It's part of the job. We're not complaining.
C.J. Anderson going there hurts his value.
Yes. And I love C.J. Anderson. So, going after him, Devonta Freeman is going as the 12th running back off the board. I think here's our biggest difference. I have him at 16.
I have him at 12.
I have him at 16. That's a big difference in your top. You have him at 12. I have him at 16. He has a high-powered offense, but last year his target share went down from 65 targets to 47, and his red zone carries went down from 27 to 19. He's no longer top 5, but he is still a good running back. Tevin Coleman's there, but I'm staying away from him this year. I like other guys more who I'll reach for over Devonta Freeman.
I'll agree with you. His efficiency is good. He stands out with volume around the goal line. I mean, he had 29 touchdowns the past 3 seasons, 41 carries inside the 5-yard line, 6 receiving touchdowns. Not bad, considering Coleman's alongside.
He's good. He's not going to get bad. He's going to be a good player for your team.
He's a good volume player.
Some volume's cut out by Coleman, but he still gets those carries, at least 15 a game.
Yep.
So, next up, off the board, is LeSean McCoy going 13th. I have him at my number 12 running back. Where do you have LeSean McCoy, Dad?
I have him at 11.
You have him at 11, right next to each other, right there. Look at that.
I mean, I Buffalo's screwed up this year. I don't know what he's going to do there. I mean, he's going to be 30 years old this year. He still posted his third top 7 fantasy points in 5 years.
Yeah.
Even though I think last year was his least efficient season. He plays out of a shotgun 17% of the times. I mean, he had a career low 4 yards per carry and a league worst 1.3 yards after the catch.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I don't like Sean McCoy this year.
Just
because of the whole Buffalo team. With getting rid of Taylor and I don't know.
The volume is there, but then again, like you said, I don't see this team scoring a lot. No. And the offensive line is not good.
No.
If the ADP drops enough, he could be a league winner. He's still continuing to drop a little bit.
Where's he going off the board right now?
He is currently going in 12-team leagues. He is going in the 8th pick in the 2nd round. If he keeps dropping a little bit, and you can get him and Le'Veon Bell, you can't say no to that. It's volume right there. Their offensive line, their center, Russell Bodine, he scares me. He was why Dalton and Mixon sucked last year. He let so many people buy him. He's not good. So I have a couple of guys over McCoy. I have him at 12 right now. I'm probably going to move him back a little bit. Maybe move McCaffery and Freeman up a little bit and move him back. But McCoy's volume is always consistent. He's always a producer. You can't argue
He's a workhorse back. No, and I still think Buffalo's a run-first offense.
Yeah, I doubted McCoy last year, and he did really well. Like, he gets his volume. Going against the 14th running back off the board, a guy who was going in the late 3rd and now is already up to late 2nd. My guy, Jerrick McKinnon, is going as a 14th running back. I don't know where you have him ranked at, but I have him ranked as number 10 running back this year.
I have him as 13.
Yeah, I'm really high on him. I said he's going to be top 8 in the other podcast. I don't know if he's going to be top 8, but I can assure you he's going to be running back 1, top 12. I have him at 10.
This is going to be a new role for him. He's going to be a workhorse. He hasn't done that yet. He also should be used in a passing game. Like I said, the workhorse is all new to him. He never started more than 7 games in a season. Most yards he's ever had in a season is 570. I mean, he's going to be replacing Hyde. He's not an effective runner like Hyde, but I think he's better an all-around game. We're going to see how the workhorse role suits him. I think it's going to suit him good, especially in San Fran.
Yeah, I love Jerrick McKinnon this year. Here's a stat for you. Kyle Shanahan's their head coach, offensive coordinator. He does it all. Kyle Shanahan's running back 1, their starting running back, in the last 4 years, touchdowns by him. 2017, Hyde, he had 8 of them. 2016, Devonta Freeman, he had 13. 2015, Freeman, he had 14. And then 2014, Crowell, he had 8. 2013, Alfred Morris, 7. 2012, Morris, 13. Last year, Jerrick McKinnon finished as a running back 17 as a part-time back. Shanahan's running back 1 last 3 seasons had 59, 54, and 73 receptions, no worse than running back 8. Finally, he gets his volume, 300 carries in the crosshair. With volume, I think Jerrick McKinnon's going to go off. He is a steal late 2nd. That's why I would like taking him.
I agree.
I want an early pick this year or a mid pick. That way I can reach for him or take him at the turn. Hopefully he's there. I love Jerrick McKinnon. I am going to try to get him in every league that I drafted.
He's got no competition there.
No competition.
Matt Breida there.
Matt Breida is a great backup.
But still, McKinnon's going to be he's going to be a workhorse.
He is my guy to own this year.
Oh.
We're going to do an episode later of guys you want to own this year.
Okay.
And Jerrick McKinnon is my guy.
All right. Awesome.
You see Jerrick McKinnon, you think me.
Wow.
You see Royce Freeman, you think you.
Well, I might have to steal him from you then.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, you never know.
If we're in the same draft room, you take Jerrick McKinnon on me like one
know.
before me, I may throw some hands.
Well, maybe we'll be right next to each other, and that's what's going to happen.
All right, the last running back we're going to talk about today is the 15th running back off the board. We're going to do some more next episode. The 15th running back off the board right now is Jordan Howard for Chicago. He's going in the 2nd pick in the 3rd round. Now, I got news for you. Jordan Howard, for me, I have him ranked as 29th running back. You have him right now ranked as the 24th in your rankings. I hate Jordan Howard.
I don't like any of the running backs from Chicago.
No. We're going to talk about next episode. I love Tariq Cohen this year. He's also another guy, and in one of those episodes later, that will be my guy. But I hate Jordan Howard. I think he's complete trash. In the next episode, you're going to see why I think he's trash and why I believe that Tariq Cohen is the back to own. I love Tariq Cohen this year. Like I said, he's my guy along with Jerrick McKinnon. He's a complete steal where he's going. Jordan Howard, they tried trading him a couple months ago to the Dolphins. They tried trading him to the Browns. No one wanted him. The offense is new this year. New head coach, young, innovative. They're running a spread offense, which fits Cohen better. I believe Tariq Cohen, you saw him on the field last year, like, wow, this guy is just faster than everyone else. He's like Tyreek Hill. You see him, you're like, wow, this guy is just better than everyone else on the field.
You can't say.
But last year, the offense didn't know how to use him. This year, it's a new coach, new scheme. They know how to use Tariq Cohen. I believe Tariq Cohen is going to be the back to own. He will be a top 24 back in fantasy. He will be a great later-round pick. I think he could possibly break into top 20, maybe top 15. We'll get there next episode. But I am staying away from Jordan Howard. All stuff. I don't like him. All signs point to him being
I agree
bad.
with you, but you're giving the guy no credit, okay? He finished 5th last year in running backs with 1,122 yards, 9 touchdowns.
I mean, yeah, if you give the guy a ball that much, hopefully he
Yeah,
scores.
but you're not giving the guy any credit. You can't say he's trash. He finished 5th. I don't think he's going to do that this year. I'll agree with you there. But give the guy some credit. He finished 5th.
Congrats, Jordan Howard. You had your last year.
There you go. That's better. Show the guy some love.
I am not showing him any love. I'm not drafting him on any team this year.
He did have zero receiving touchdowns, so Cohen was the guy who used that in the backfield.
I believe he has a 68% drop rate. He ranked 50th in like catchable passes. He's the worst receiving back in NFL right now. He ranked 50th out of 50. He did finish. I don't see him in top 12. I think he finished like 15th right here, top 12. I don't know. I stay away from Jordan Howard. I'm not drafting him this year. I'll get those stats next episode when I talk about Cohen.
Yeah, I'm not drafting him either, I don't think.
No, I'm not touching him. I love Tariq Cohen. He's my guy. And that's the end of this episode. We did the top 15 drafted running backs right now. We told you where we have them ranked. And do you guys want to see our rankings on paper or on the website? Let me know. I'll make the website. I'll put down our rankings on there.
We got our first bet on the table, too. Justin says Zeke will lead the league in carries. He couldn't be more dead wrong. Wrong.
Wow. I can't believe it. Also, here's the stat about Howard. I found it. Howard has a 63.4% catch rate, which is the worst rate among backs with at least 50 targets. The average in the NFL is 75%. You throw a ball in his hands, it's like you. Drop.
What are you saying? I can't catch?
Yeah, I said you can't catch.
All right.
So, all right. That's the top 15 running backs. Once again, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play. We're stressing the iTunes and Google Play. We are a podcast first, YouTube channel second. Leave a like on all YouTube videos. Subscribe on YouTube.
Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe and download on iTunes. Write us a review. We want to hear what you guys think about the episode. Shout us out. We'll shout you guys out. Get creative with the reviews. Some funny stuff. We like reading it. So far, all the 4 reviews we got are great. We have 8 5-star reviews right now on iTunes. We love it. We're growing as a podcast. It's only started June, Dad, and we already have over 200 downloads as a podcast and over 1,600 watch minutes on YouTube.
That's good.
That's great numbers for it. We appreciate you guys watching it. You guys, it means a lot to us. We didn't think it'd be as popular at this beginning, but we still got room to grow. We're still telling more people. Tell your friends about this podcast. I know they may be in the same league as you, but they're gonna take away different things from each episode than what you would take away. I learned that. I used to always try to hide stuff from my dad, but this year it's all on the table.
You ain't hiding nothing now.
No, it's all on the table. And you're wearing some glasses right now. Your eyes are popping. It's kind of weird.
I'm going to steal your guy. I hope I'm right behind you in the draft. I can steal all your guys.
Yeah, we're going to future episodes to come. Next episode's going to be Running Backs Part 2. We're going to go 15 to probably 35. Full 30. We'll talk about some guys going down there we want to talk about. But we'll do the next 15. I love Tariq Cohen.
Okay.
You hate him.
We're
going to put a bet on that one, too. Next episode, we will put a bet on Tariq Cohen.
We'll see.
No, we're going to do it. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Once again, subscribe, write a review on iTunes, leave a like in the YouTube, comment down below, share with your friends, and we will see you on Sunday morning.
Yep. Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.